Alright, hello everybody. I'm gonna be discussing the equipment for each car that it's farmable in the adventure. I'm now gonna be ranking this time. I think ranking comes to whatever you guys prefer on your deck. I know that it gives some ranking for Lila and Amy lower last time. And now during this month, they're pretty much the best cards that you can run if you want to run the event. So anyways, I think everybody can make their own decisions. These are going to be the combos for Rupert, and I'm going to be discussing the next card. So I'm going to go look for the combos, and here's the combo for Stewie, Carnival with Rupert. I think this is a decent combo. I think it's that great. Bump can be really good if you combine it with other cards, but I think Cheer and Bump doesn't make sense because it's not really a support, but it's not really a killer. So I think this is just a weird combo. Here's Brian. So Brian will get Jab and Leech. This doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's actually a really decent combo. It's a good combination of cards because sometimes Leech can be in front of a wall, and if it's in front of a wall, it cannot get through, and sometimes it won't heal up the car. So Jab, make sure that every single time that you hit, you will at least make damage enough to get your HP back. So if there's a wall right in front of you, you're still gonna do enough damage to get through the wall, even if you don't have enough damage to get through the wall. Like for example, you get crippled or something like that, you're still gonna heal up. And Leech, if you just hit the enemy for at least 1 damage, it will heal up everything that is on the Leech. You don't have to actually do more damage than the Leech or anything like that. So I think it's a good combo. Alright, so the next one will be, I believe, Stan. So Stan, Motivate, Payback. I think it's a decent combo. I'm not a big fan because again, it's sort of like the one with Stewie. It gives some support, it gives some damage. I think Payback works better when you have something like Payback and Poison, or when you have Wall and Payback, because it makes the car harder to kill, and at the same time it damages the enemy car at the front. Motivate and Payback, I don't think it works that well. Some people might like it. The next one, it's gonna be Bob in the Wall. I think this makes sense. It's similar to S and Peter, S and Peter, and a lot of people run that. And the reason why people like that car or this car is because it's just a wall, and that can slowly get bigger with the boost. So it's a good combo. I'm gonna talk about Luis. I think this one's okay. I think it's great. The one thing that I like about this is because Leech can heal Luis back, and then she can shield somebody else from Bob's Burger. I think it can be a combo that you can run. And if you're running a Bob's Burger deck, you might get Bob in the Wall, which is already a sort of Wally card. And if you combine that with Shield, it can make a lot of sense running Rupert in your deck. Being able to heal up Luis and at the same time make your Bob almost indestructible. So that's a good combination you can run with that. Here comes the next one. I don't think there's one for Peggy for this. So I'm gonna do Lila. This is a Lila combo that a lot of people like. I think it's decent. Because it only has craze, it gets a lot of crazed. I'm not a big fanatic because one skill combos are really not my favorites. But this is I believe this is the only combo in the game that only has crazed. So it gets really high. And it's not really high crazed. But I think if you combine this with a couple of supportive cards, like for example, one of the cards that come to my mind is Bender combo with Golden Tur. That will make Orphanarium Orphanarium will be really good with stressed out Lila because it makes it really hard for the opponent to kill. Because Orphanarium heals you and also shields you. So it can make Lila be really hard to kill, and sometimes it can just crush anything that is in front of her if she can stand at least 2 turns. And there's no heavy cripple on her, so yeah, this is a good combo. And the next one will be Claw Machine. This is with Amy. This is a really good combo. Nothing bad about it. I think this is a better combination than Stewie because it gives Motivate, but also gives a Leech, so the card can last long as a support, and it can motivate whoever's on the next. So that's good. And I think those are all the combos that can be done with Rupert. I will say the card is a little bit supportive. As you can see, most of the cards are for support. So if you're looking for a card that you want to add to your deck that might give you some support, I'll recommend Rupert. Now I'm going to be looking at the next one, which is Luis Piano. Luis Piano is also a little bit support. I'm going to show you some of the combos. The first one is Stewie. It gives Motivate and Cheer All, but it's only for Family Guy. So I will run Stewie if I want to run just Family Guy combo. And this will be really good because I mean getting Motivate and Cheer All can get really strong. The next one will be Keithar Brian. So this is the opposite of Stewie. This actually motivates any card. So this is kind of nice, but it doesn't have a Cheer All. So that means that it won't be as supportive as the other one, but at the same time it has a Recover. And I think Recover works really well with Motivate because it's a little bit similar to Leech. The only difference is that Leech forces you to actually do damage in order for you to heal up. So sometimes support cards don't have a lot of damage, and if there's a wall in front, they won't be able to heal up, or if there's a shield. Instead, with Recover, you can still heal up while still getting a couple of combos on your side of the deck. So that's all. It all depends on how the whole field's going on. So the next one I'm gonna talk about is Stan. Boost and Jab, it's okay. I don't think it's a really good combo. Boost can be useful, but combination with Jab, it makes it really hard. I think this card might start becoming a little bit more useful nowadays that a lot of people are start running a lot of walls. But still, I don't see it as useful because the Boost feels really slow, and Jab doesn't really give you an advantage unless there's somebody with a wall in front or a shield. So it all depends. If people start running more shields and walls, then Air Guitar Stand might become a little bit more useful. Groupie Francine. This is a good combo for American Death deck if you're running that. It gives a shield and it also gives cripple. I think any card that runs cripple with support can be useful because it's a support for your deck and anti-support for the enemy, so that's good. What else is in here? Bob. So the combo with Bob for Luis will be Punch and Jab. I think it's an okay combo. It can be a little bit aggressive early on. I think it slows down for endgame. I think for endgame, just having Punch and Jab doesn't make up too much. Punch is too random. It's too random of skill. Sometimes it can hit the right card that you wanted, and it can be really good. But sometimes it hits the any kind of card that might not be close to dying. So that kind of kills the card a little bit. And then Jab, similar to what I was talking about with Stan. Jab can be really good, but it can also be really bad if there's not a wall in front, because then again, now you have a card that only has one skill. And it might not be too useful. The next one is with Luis. I think this is really bad. This is sort of like the opposite of the combo with Bob. And payback and jab, pretty bad combo. So I wouldn't really be running this. I don't think this is worth of a combo. This is the one with Boom. I think this is really good. This is similar to a Stewie. It's not a cheer all, but instead of it's a cheer, usually cheer has higher stats than cheer all, because cheer all obviously gets everybody in the field. Cheer obviously only targets one target, but having motivate and cheer can make the card that it's right next to it, so the next combo that you're gonna make after, or the next combo that is the next card that is next to Boom, it's gonna have a lot of damage. So this can be really good if you're running a King of the Hill deck. So I will totally recommend running this card if you're running a King of the Hill deck. Peggy Unplugged, it's sort of like the Lila of music. It only has one skill, it's Cripple. It's probably not the best combo you can make with piano, but it's not the worst one. I think overall it can be useful. High cripple is always going to be useful. Doesn't matter who's in front. It's always useful to reduce the damage that you're going to receive. Other than that, I don't think it's something to die for. And then the last one over here is going to be the one for Lila. I think this Lila combo is actually really good. Cripple is just really good because it makes your card take less damage, right? And then if you add Leech, then you can heal yourself. So you're constantly reducing whoever's in front or next to you damage, and then you're constantly healing yourself. So if you run a couple of Susan Boys, it can be really nasty. You can combine Susan Boy with Peggy and maybe make a couple cripples harder. But I think running more Susan Boils will make more sense. And yeah, so the trend that I see on this card is that it has a lot of Motivate and a lot of Cripple. So I would recommend this card if you're looking for another support in your deck. Going to the next card.